The first is, I'm obsessed with the idea of channeling. Is this something anyone can learn? What do you suggest as a starting point? How do you know when it's your mind making it up, when it's real, and when are you going to offer a program? That last part was mine, by the way.
As many of you know, and those who read the B book know, that I didn't believe in this kind of stuff. I didn't, for me that was like woo-woo land stuff. And so I was the last person to even study about it, or know about it, or even be interested in knowing about it. And it happened to me. I mean, if it wasn't happening to me, I would just not believe the stuff that was coming through me. So if it can happen to me, Catherine, it can happen to anyone. It's available to everyone. Really what happened, if I was to look at what was the key to me starting to receive this wisdom, it was a connection within myself. And so much of what we call as channeling is wisdom that already exists within us. And it is being channeled through our own channels and being expressed through us. So anybody can channel. Now there are, my access to this happened when I went into, like I had a whole year, 2020 was a year of lots of periods of silence that I went into. And it was also a year that I started practicing allowing. And that is the piece that most people find difficult to do, which is allow yourself to receive, to accept what you're getting. I had to accept the notion, which I found very hard to, about there is nothing to forgive and there is nothing to forget. There is only to allow, receive, and accept. And it was a difficult one. It's like, I thought forgiveness was such a noble act. And yet, this was a very clear guidance that I had. And I had declared that I was going to follow what I was guided. So I thought, well, there's no harm done if I just take a year of practicing this. And the funny thing was, initially, the first month was all about, how can I not forget this? This happened to me. This is so unacceptable. I can't forget it. Otherwise, I might allow myself to happen. It might happen again. So first few weeks was like that. I had my foot on both cans. And then it was like, no. Every time I had those moments of allowing, receiving, and accepting, I started recognizing that now is the moment of power. And in the now, what are you going to do? Am I going to spend the now thinking about what I can't forget and what I have to forgive? I just go into a space of allowing. And then when I allow, what else is there to do but to receive and then to accept? And I'm sure that was a massive declutterer of so many things that come in the way because we give meaning to stuff. We start questioning stuff. The allowing, it brings in ease and grace and brings in flow. I started delving and diving into and getting comfortable with my own rhythm. And I think that's really what opened up. And I started writing. And then all I could do was read my writing, but it was like, wow, I don't even think this way. Well, it came from within me, that writing, and I started implementing it, allowing myself to implement. So that's the key, Catherine. Anybody can channel. When am I going to do a course about it? We've been thinking about, I see the course as more like a stillness retreat, like we've had the Vipassana, which is 10 days of silence. I think there's the access to this is going to be in the space of stillness. So you don't have to do anything special, like as you know, and many of you have asked me, you're like always plugged on. Well, we are really, so you may as well be switched on too. So we're going to create something about that very soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mynoo.